there are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny, they have their uses.
Have you heard tell of an ox cart travelling the road tonight? Honestly, I follow every regulation to the fence and only travel during the day. There's been much talk on the street of this phantom ox cart that travels after sunset. But I've heard rather enough of it. Our hands are full enough as it is.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
They can be most convenient, though they only travel during the day. Perhaps you'd like my assistance with that quest. I can draw upon my experiences beyond the rift to guide you.
You're the Arisen, aye? There's aught I'd ask of you. A personage of great esteem is to return from Bakbattahl to Vernworth. I speak of Sir Augustin. He is a noble and the leading voice of opposition against the Queen Regent. Your aid is requested in guarding his ox cart as it travels the high road. As a potential ally to your cause, 'twould do you no favors if he were to come to harm. I trust he will cooperate. And bear in mind that this is a matter of the utmost secrecy. Not even the captain of the guard has been informed of it. You have your orders. Read them and follow them to the letter.
Our aid is required, Master. Let us depart with due haste.
The Cyclops draws near.
Lightning is its weakness, and our strength. The beast can scarce stand. A well-placed strike ought to send it gazing skyward.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
Perhaps you might provide me with some inspiration.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Do come again.
A crime committed here will see...
Do take care on the road, sir. These are dangerous times we live in.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time.
Tis an odd thing to wake after the sun has fallen.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
Feeling rested, I trust?
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
Welcome, and well met.
Just one last push, and I'll be done for the day.
Welcome.
I'll have nightmares.
are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
Come to think of it, so many sorcerers gathered make...
I brought the number that you requested. I'll take it this will be enough.
Aye, nicely done. Get in, you lot. Here's your payment.
Thank you kindly, sir. Ordinarily, coin like this would take me half a year to earn.
And I'll thank you to spend it wisely. Don't go drawing undue attention onto yourself, or that'll be the last you get. An ox cart travelling a night is suspicious enough in its own right, if 'twere known that I'm carrying pawns across the border.
I know, and I'll take care of it, I swear it. Contact me again when you've need of more cargo, won't you? What is it? I've done naught worth following me over. Ugh. Hold, I beg you. I'll tell you what there is to know. I was approached by a battalion merchant I met at the border checkpoint. He offered me a coin in exchange for rounding up pawns. Aye, I know. Here in Vermund, there's nary a deed more abhorrent. But you have to understand, my gambling debts were like to drown me. I needed corn. I know not where they've been taken. Pray, believe me. Here, take this. 'Tis a document I got from that merchant. If word of this should reach the palace, I'd no doubt be disciplined. I might even lose my post. I'll give you all the gold I got today. So pray, I beg you, will you let me go? I swear I'll ne'er do aught like this again. Oh, I suppose 'twas too much to hope for. 'Tis all over for me now.
Many thanks. Worry not, he'll receive his due soon enough. Till then, he'll be made comfortable in the dungeons.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Suppose I'm tired. Welcome.
Not a care in the world. Just as it should have.
In the meantime, I shall endeavor to procure information. Do not forget that we worked... In the meantime... In the meantime, I shall endeavor to procure information. You have my fullest confidence. Yes, Your Majesty? Ah, so you've encountered the Phantom Ox cart from the rumors. To be precise, the letter of the law does not forbid the abduction of pawns. However, in our sovereign-ruled kingdom, crude treatment of the pawns who so loyally serve our liege is an act decried by all. If one were to sell them for personal gain, they would doubtless be censured no matter their station. And this letter, by its make and the quality of the parchment, I can only surmise 'tis of the like used in the palace. We ought to assume a member of the court has a hand in this matter. But for what purpose are these pawns being gathered? And where are they being taken? I have a proposal, Your Majesty. Should we ascertain the pawn's destination, perchance we will discover the intent behind this plot. Yet if we question the driver haphazardly, this mission will be over before it begins. I bid Your Majesty follow the ox cart without arousing suspicion, that you might divine where it is headed. Alternatively, mayhap Your Majesty could assume the guise of a pawn and await pickup in a likely location. I leave the choice to Your Majesty's discretion.
Mayhap I'll seek out a town I've yet to visit.
I'll wait for your equipment.
Hail arisen! 'Tis
How are we to get through this door? The sky is radiant this night. I feel at peace to gaze upon it.
'Tis as you say.
Do take care on the road, sir. These are dangerous.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared.
Are we to depart at this hour? I cannot see why we should choose to stumble around in the dark.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
I hope you slept well. There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
What's this? Only pawns? What's that dullard playing at? Suppose it's all the same. The cargo's all I need to get the job done. In you get, then. Oh, it's cold out. Fie, I'm tired. Empty. Forgot to buy more drink. Could do with a proper meal. What was that? Fie. Now I'm jumping at shadows.
Not a foe in sight.
We're under attack! Don't just stand there! Protect the cart! Drive the fiends back!
The arisen has been torched! Quick! Douse the flames!
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the
What's the hold-up? Get in! How fare my fine passengers this evening? Don't know why I'm asking, you never answer. Suppose you'll just have to listen then. You pawns are a queer lot. They say you'll do whate'er the arisen says. You offer no complaint or quarrel, and you're undying to boot. You're well suited as slaves, if you ask me. Truth be told, I've lost count of how many of you I've transported these past few days. Still not the faintest idea what they do with you, or where they take you after I drop you off. I've ne'er seen one of you return. That says a lot. As some would tell it, you're serving as targets for new recruits undergoing spear training. Others say your lifeblood is squeezed out like juice from a grape to be offered to the Empress of Bakbattahl. Did that scare you, pay me no mind? It was all in jest. It's not like I know the truth of it anyhow. Not like I care, either. As long as I get my coin, I'm a happy man. I'm not fussed what happens to you.
We shall remain here.
Halt! We're expecting your cargo. Open up!
I hear they follow whatever command they're given.
Aye, and they'll take any beating without a word of complaint. Let's see for ourselves.
Sorry, my hands.
How'd you like that?
Built rather tough, eh?
You going to fight back?
They may be undying, but they do seem to...
They're just taking it.
Steel yourself! You're made of tougher stuff.
It's like hitting a tree stump.
Aftermarket item.
Enough! That's valuable merchandise you're toying with. Worth more than your wages combined. Have you prepared the cargo we're to carry alongside them? No? Well, get a move on! We're off!
On your knees, worthless vessels.
If we keep searching, I'm sure we'll find something.
Wait. You're not a pawn. We've an intruder in our midst. To arms!
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Fun to write in my day.
Look as long as you please. Let's take it easy today.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander?
You have my fullest confidence. Has there been some development, Your Majesty? Well now, you have divined the Oxcart's destination then. I see. So they were procuring pawns in order to carry out this excavation. The staff you mention is most curious. It sounds as if 'tis of the same make as the jewel wielded by the Queen Regent's puppet. I had heard pawns face much prejudice in Bakbattahl. Yet to hear that they are treated as tools to be discarded and given such perilous tasks, 'tis contemptible indeed. Volcanic Island has long been part of Bakbattah's territory. The lake of lava present there is revered for its flames, which are sacred to the Bakbattahli people. Perhaps 'twould be considered blasphemy to give such work to their own. Or could this simply be a means of testing the efficacy of these jewels that allow for the control of pawns? I can offer naught but conjecture. For now, we ought to aim our efforts towards proving that a member of the Vermundian court has been selling pawns. Should we succeed, even the Queen Regent herself could not deflect the people's displeasure. She would doubtless lose their confidence. You have my gratitude, Your Majesty. The evidence you have gathered shall form the stalwart pillar upon which our rightful claim will rest. 'Tis most valuable, so pray exercise the utmost care when deciding how it ought be used.
At last! The score is settled! In the world before this, we failed to incriminate the Queen Regent, you see.
What delights might they have? I'll seek out the town of
It is new days, a chance to turn a profit.
I don't tell half as many lies as my parents. no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Sir Augustine is to return to Vermont. Mayhap I ought pretend I ne'er heard that. He and my mother are politically opposed, you see. A fact for which he was effectively exiled. He'll find no safe harbor here. If you mean to escort him, you'd best be cautious, friend. Glad I am to see you well. I've been wondering how you were... 'Twould seem my mother has joined hands with a Battahl researcher to achieve her purpose, which, according to this missive, is to arrange things so that I might rule the kingdom. But I don't understand. Vermont needs no consul. It's found its ruler, its sovereign, pretender though he may be. To say naught of you, does she mean to remove you and the false sovereign both from the picture? Is that what is meant by this tragedy? 'Tis a frightful thought. Yet we are in a much stronger position for having learned of it. You've my gratitude for this. I now know what 'tis I must do.
Nodded off for a moment there.
My sword arm could use some work. Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
'Tis our duty to see this peace.
All honest coin is made by the sun.
My back's so stiff after a day's patrol.
Anywhere's better than the middle of the crowd.
He who was dragon forged, eh? Perhaps we ought to seek out this man and his wisdom in Harv village. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Lots to do.
I've been here so long. Might as well take a look. While you're here, stop by again soon.
Our packs are heavier, and our... This is far lighter.
Fernis. Gamun.
Akayel arumefa in Iterond, etel eldal in Lalasta.
'Tis a chest.
Nun liatilmo. Ronde Minotaur.
Caril, kemen rostindo nun meltol. Morvea curuir. You're no elf. Halan lome meltol. Firnis nambawe. I am called Darren. My brother taught me to speak your tongue. So different from our own. Do you understand me? I learned the words, but this is the first I use them. Others of your kind have come here, but my people warn them away. Oh, but I cannot stay. I must, see to the Arbor Heart.
Come to think of it,
My duty is to care for this, our sacred tree. The Arbor Heart, she is called. She has been with us a very long time. She is nature's very heart, and a pillar of strength for my people. We have always lived in harmony with nature, and the Arbor Heart is our connection to the land. Yet, day by day, her strength is failing. I must give her nourishment of the soil to help her recover. A special kind, called Gwifencha in my language. I know not what you would call it in yours. Once, a dwarf wandered into the arbor and gifted some to us. It filled the Arbor Heart with life. Now, little remains. Too little for the Arbor Heart to recover her strength in full. Do you know of this substance? It must be found outside the arbor somewhere. If you find any, will you tell me where it lies?
You can always depend upon me to translate for you, Master. Gwifencha is the Elvish word for scale cinder.
In your tongue, it is called scale cinder? Where can it be found, I wonder?
Now, scale cinder is a byproduct of the Bakbattahl smithing style. A Bakbattahl blacksmith ought to be able to tell us more.
If you see him on your journey, will you let me know?
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy all.
Got to order in some.
Welcome, and well met. Do come again. What a bother.
Aye. What brings you to Brocker's smithy? Looking for scale cinder, are we? Well, you're in a luck. Our forge is flit. Oh, 'tis at an elf's behest, you say? I'm afraid that changes things a wee bit. Elves and dwarves don't get along, see? Brocker won't want to help you. Unless you were to offer him aught he couldn't resist. Listen, I happen to know there's one bit of elven culture no dwarf can turn their nose up at. All elven fare's bland as grass. All of it. That is, save the singularly flavoursome dish, nutriab. Course, no dwarf would openly admit to having a taste for it. But the fact of the matter is, the mere smell of that dish has dwarves foaming at the maw. Don't believe me? Bring a bowl of it to Brocker. You'll soon see.
So the blacksmith will grant us some Gwefencha in exchange for nutriab. Shall we inform Miss Derrin of this, Master? I know where that person can be found, Master. This way.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Atar. Morivin.
No Endirang and Newman.
Have you found Gwefencha? A dwarven blacksmith has some? Truly? But elves and dwarves do not see, eye to eye? I fear the smith will not heed my plea. You believe he will if I prepare an elven dish? Which one? Nutriab? Dwarves have a liking for it, they say? Are you certain? Nutriab is not very tasty. Few elves enjoy it. It is a pungent stew of, old fish and apples, boiled till it forms a thick paste. But I shall prepare it, if it has any chance of bringing me Gwefencha. The Arbor Heart depends upon it. Would you be willing to gather the ingredients for me? You won't have to go far to find them. I thank you. I need only the two main ingredients, rotten apples and rotten fish. Bring them to me, and I will prepare nutriab.
Rotten fish and apples. Oh, my stomach lurches at the very thought. But I suppose we ought to procure them all the same.
It is no great shock to me.
Elelote osto silfa malantha alecano mine in fair avehum. Angudu telpe.
Halan ostolintan.
Elelote osto silfa malantha alekano mine in fair avehum. Angudu telpe.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
Do you have the ingredients? This is all I need. I will prepare the dish now. It shan't take long. My people dwell in the mountains, so we are rarely able to dine on fish from the sea. This dish was first made by an elf with a craving for fish, when no fresh fish was to hand. These fish already stink of the sea. Left to rot, they turn even more, pungent. Nutriarb is oft served at celebratory events, but I have never seen anyone eat it. Everyone turns their noses from the smell. I must endure. It is almost finished, thankfully. The stink is more than I can bear. It is ready, but it is so vile. I cannot understand how anyone could stomach it, let alone enjoy it. I fear the dwarven blacksmith will be angry if I present him with this. But I will trust in you. Come, let us away to Bakbattahl. I thank you. Here, my brother gave this to me. Might we not use it now? The sooner we arrive, the better.
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy aught.
You're back! And who's that you've got with you? An elf? I ne'er met one afore. Not quite what I imagined, if I'm honest. Well met. The name's Sarah. I'm an apprentice here at the smithy.
Well met.
She's the one who's after the scale cinder, I expect. Have you brought some of that elven delicacy along with you then, like I suggested?
Yes, I have the Nutriarb with me.
Marvellous. I thought I smelt it on you. Mark me, you put that in front of Brocker, and he'll fain hear out your request. Right, follow me. I've just cleaned out the forge, see, so we'll need to make for the cavern where we dump all the excess scale cinder. Come on, you two. The cavern's this way.
Shall we follow Sir Sarah, Master? With any luck, we'll have pockets full of scale cinder before the day is done.
Very well, if I must. A customer, then. That changes things. No one around here to this, but crack a few skulls before we top off.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their costs.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but different masters favor different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Now there's a thought.
Right, here we are. Oi, Brocker, you in here?
What's all this racket? I thought I told you that... You imbecile! You brought an elf here, of all things! Get her out of here, now!
Hold a moment, Brocker. She's brought something for you. Don't you want to see what is?
A gift. For you.
Ah! What makes you think I'd be able to stomach your elven cooking? I'm gonna go dispose of this, and I expect the elf to be gone when I return.
What am I to do now?
What you came here for, of course. This is your chance.
Truly? But...
You'll have to be quick, mind. Brocker makes short work of his meals. While you're at it, you might have yourselves a little competition, eh? See who can collect more of the stuff. Anyway, good luck. I'll be outside keeping watch. Best start searching. Brocker might be back any moment. Oh! Are you done collecting already? Hop to it then, eh? You want...
Oh, I've got some.
Are you done? That was quick. Suppose we'll wait till Darren's done as well, then head back, eh?
My heart is racing. I thought the dwarf would catch us. How much scale cinder did you get? Oh, you got much more than me. I suppose you win. For now, I must return and tend to the Arbor Heart. I hope you will come visit us again. I should like you to see the Arbor Heart, restored. And I must thank you as well, Sarah. You and the blacksmith, Brocker.
Not at all. 'Twas my pleasure. I'm sure Brocker'd say the same if he weren't so stubborn.
Now the Arbor Heart is sure to recover, and seeing Miss Darren's cheerful mien made all our labours worthwhile.
Such moments make me proud. Out to serve the Arisen.
And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Should we take stock of our surroundings?
About time you came along. I've a special tale to share with you today. Or so I'd like to say, but it is getting rather late. Best spend the night. We can talk again come the morn. Ah, good. You're awake. Look to the sea, my friend. Hard to resist setting out in one's boat with fair skies like these, eh? Now, I've told you about the sunken temple in the middle of the sea, haven't I? I'm quite sure I mentioned it. But I ne'er spoke of the man who resides there. He was such a worthy ruler in life that his armies safeguard him even in death. As he himself would have it, he was once entrusted with the task of watching over this world from the heavens above. Yet he tired of his duty and abandoned his perch in the sky in favor of founding a small kingdom on the ground. Alas, though he was a just and goodly ruler, there is not a single person alive who remembers his name. Oh, it sounds unfortunate, but if you ask me, 'tis all a matter of perspective. It can be a blessing to forget, and to be forgotten. I should know. In all my long years, I've never forgotten a single thing. I remember everything, every little detail. Would that I could forget some of it. A lie it may seem, but a lie it is not. I speak only the truth, as you well know. Come see me again if it pleases you. I've tales aplenty to share.
Heavens fend. I'd ne'er seen the like. I'd not known there were ruins in the depths of this cavern till the path appeared. 'Twas magic, methinks. I should have liked to investigate, if the place hadn't been crawling with monsters. I'll be needing sturdier arms than these afore I head back in there, I fear. At any rate, I'd best report this discovery to my commander. I only pray naught grave shall come of it.
Mayhap 'twould behoove us to investigate Stormwind Cave. It appears aught has occurred therein.
I'm not sure what to tell you. I shall lead us to our destination, so do try not to rush ahead.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again.
The Fiend Unknown is the most perilous.
Be sure to keep your wits about you.
Where the Saurians?
It cannot weather ice's numbing grip.
I will protect you.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
run on the materials without here.
Oh, well. That's quite a discovery.
Could you come over here?
How are we to get through this door?
So, another comes seeking to inter me. Yet your wicked schemes will avail you not, Watching One. Time and again have you sent unto me your minions. Yet repel them I have, and so I shall anew, till I might claim the true world as mine own. Why do you not draw your blade? This battle shall be o'er before it has even begun. You seek not my death. Then you are not of the Watching One. I am Rothas, founder of the Kingdom of Vermund. And you appear to be arisen. Tell me your reason for coming here. God's way. Speak you of those trinkets conjured by the wizards of Bakbattahl. E'en from these depths I have beheld the Battali scuttling about, gathering their fragments. It is a baleful, maddening act to transmute the fractured souls of Arisen into such frivolous baubles. Aye, that which you seek is a soul much like your own. Yet rarely will you find one intact, for splinters are all that remain of those pitiful Arisen who were bade come here by the Watching One to end me. The flesh may rot, the soul fragment, yet power endures. And 'twould seem the Battali seek to augment this power through their perverted arts. Though to what nefarious end, I know not. Yet 'tis folly, the frolicking of children. Such a trinket could ne'er hope to fell the dragon, let alone the Watching One. I know little of your intent, but I sense in you a powerful will. A will that urges you towards fulfillment of some great feat. I shall grant you this blade. It too is the soul of an Arisen. Mine own, in fact. Refined in purest dragon blood. Alas, the ages have taken their toll. 'Tis as withered as mine own flesh. Yet, mayhap, the Battali's profane magics would be capable of drawing forth its late potency. If that is what you seek, Arisen, then go on to their stronghold. I believe 'tis there you shall find the means to achieve it.
Interested in arriving at our destination, so I'll hold off on guiding us there for now.
I'm sure there's a very good reason for this detour. We must respect our master's wishes. Tis the strange sort that ventures willingly into darkness. Would seem we've need of a key, but... Oh, what a nuisance. Let us simply break it down.
Do you mean to destroy what's inside as well? We've arrived well enough. Where to next? Follow me.
About time you showed up. We've been waiting for you. Our mission is simple. Sir Augustin will board the ox cart. We must safeguard it from would-be assailants till it reaches its destination. See to it that none approach. The Queen Regent's supporters will come for Sir Augustin's head. Of this, we can be certain. Oh, a quiet day is a welcome one. Come along now. What was that sound? Who's there?
Hold a moment. I'll be handling Augustin's escort from here.
Foul brigand! We shan't allow Sir Augustin to fall prey to the likes of you!
There's no need for theatrics. I know your aim here. Ah, here's a surprise. We met at the tavern, remember? Fair warning, cuz this craven isn't worthy of your trust.
He speaks madness! Subdue him at once, ere he injures our noble charge!
Aye, if 'tisn't Sir Ragnar from the tavern. Now 2 parties ask our aid. Serving.
The right to decide is yours alone, Master.
You betray me. Have you lost all sense?
You believe me then? That's a bit of a relief, actually. Thanks, cuz.
Curse you! All that planning and... for what?
Phew. I appreciate the confidence, cuz 'twas a welcome surprise. But I can't linger here, I'm afraid. My apologies for this. Follow after me, if you can. Succeed, and I'll share the truth of all of this.
The right to decide is yours alone, Master. While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way. We're going this way now, I suppose. By your will. Shoppers! Seems there's no escaping them!
Master! Master! Can you hear me?
I won. We meet again. Hoy there. I take it you lost your footing as well? You seem to have fared better than I did. I took the fall for Augustin, only to find myself waist deep in monsters. Still, so long as he escaped, I'd wagered that makes this a job well done. Speaking of, I was to tell you the truth behind all of this, wasn't I? I'll be glad to oblige you, of course, but we ought to get moving first. What say I explain while we search for an exit? Get to work. Not bad. From what I've seen of your skills during that mess in the tavern and today's business, I can say you're really something. And my word ought to carry a fair bit of weight, considering my reputation as a warrior of unparalleled skill. Though of late, I've mostly been playing escort to spineless nobles. Turns out, as a sellsword proves himself, the list of those who can afford his services grows shorter and comes to be written in finer ink. Makes for a duller life, though I can't say I've any complaints about the weight of my pockets. Still, I hunger for a real battlefield, where a single misstep spells death. I crave the simplicity of it. There's naught else like it. The clashing of bodies and wills. I'd not say no to a fight with you. Let's have at it when I'm all healed up, eh? Mayhap, I'll not give you a choice in the matter. I'm not sure what's brought me here. I suppose I'll have a few drinks and hit the hay. That escort mission was a trap concocted entirely for your benefit, you know. It was supposed to give those responsible a means to incriminate you. But Augustin is no fool. He had his doubts about his summons to Vermin and hired me to watch over him in an unofficial capacity. So I looked into the cart that would be escorting him, and lo and behold, I found your name. But 'twasn't on the list of hired guards, oh no. Rather, your name was on the list of persons to be on guard for. In short, you had been called in to act the part of the culprit. Mark my words, if you'd carried on with them, Augustin would have been slain, and you would have been held responsible. You'd not have stood a chance against all that if it hadn't been for me. Aye, methinks I've earned my pay this time, and then some. I protected my charge and got you away from the scene without your being branded a murderer and thrown in jail. Now all that remains is to escape this place. I expect we'll find a way out soon enough, if we only press on. Still, I've got to wonder where this craven plot came from, and what you did to warrant it. One thing's for certain, you must have powerful enemies in Vermin. But why? 'Tis not as though you're the arisen true. What? You? are the Arisen. Ha! 'Tis a small world indeed. You've piqued my interest even further, cuz. I've no business here. Best I hit the road. Right, let's press on. Judging from the flow of air here, the exit can't be far. Well, this is a right awful place to be cut short. At least you made it out all right. Don't worry, cuz. I'll be fine on my own. After all, I can't afford to die here. We haven't had ourselves a real bout yet. We'll see each other again. You can count on that. And when we do, you'd best be ready for the fight of your life.
We are reunited at last, Master. I do hope you encountered no trouble in the cave.
That's that then.
Faring well, I hope. Need anything? Stop by again soon.
Have we any gold left after that extravagance?
It seems to me the shopkeep could have afforded a discount.
The soldiers have been making a fuss, so...
We must rest.
You'll not believe the journey I've had. I'll wager my horizons are broader than ever.
Good morrow,